Hello everyone, it's Tracy and I have something from Russia. So I am going to open it up and we're going to have a look at it. Although the name of the deck will be in the title, so it's no surprise. Nobody wants to watch me fight with the bubble wrap. And it is in plastic, so I will have to do some more opening. And more plastic. I always wanted the Victorian Tarot, and I had an opportunity several months ago. There was one on eBay and I think it was about $130, which was the best price I'd ever seen it at, and I let it go. And I kind of always regretted that, even though in the Victorian Regina, one of the suits is guns, and I really don't like guns. So I'm hoping I'm going to like this even better. Let's all have a look at the Victorian Tarot from Tarot Studio. There is a little, it comes in a little tuck box with an interesting sort of flap that you usually see like on, you know, when you buy headphones and things like that. The box is very flimsy, but feels really nice. It has a really nice matte finish to it, but the box isn't the main reason you buy the deck. We have a little white book here that seems to be a pretty average little white book with pretty average little Rider-Waite-Smith meanings. Okay, there we go. Now let's have a look at the cards. The cardstock is interesting. We'll shuffle it in a minute and see. It's quite bendy, but it almost, no, it definitely held that bend. So it's not plastic, but it's very interesting. The cards are a little bit wider than a normal tarot deck. And I heard somebody mentioned that it did feel like it was embossed on the back. And it does kind of feel that way. I wonder if these are going to get dirty. And yeah, the TS in the middle is their emblem. The High Priestess is a nun, but I am not triggered by that. That actually kind of makes sense to me. I can go with that. I love it when an Empress is clearly a ruler. Love that. The Hierophant, yes, it's going to be, it's a Victorian deck. You know, you're not going to find New Age themes in a Victorian deck. So yes, the Hierophant is a popish type figure. Well, I love that Lover's card. It seems a little murky, but it's good. The Chariot, oh, that's lovely. Justice is 8. Or you could, oh my goodness, there's a Justice that's number 8 and a Strength that's number 8. I can't wait to see what happens when we get to number 11. There's the Hermit. Oh, he's fabulous. Oh God, I love this deck. The Wheel, I love a spinning wheel as the wheel. That's so wonderful. And then we have Justice is 11 and Strength is 11. So you really do get to choose. It's the exact same cards with just different numbers. So you can choose to have your Justice at 8 or 11. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've never been faced with a choice like this before. I'll figure it out later. The Hanged Man, that's pretty violent, pretty brutal. Death. Ah, Temperance. Sort of a traditional devil, Christian rendering. And the Tower, and I know it's not Charleston, South Carolina, but it looks like it could be Charleston, South Carolina, which is a place I have visited often. Oh, beautiful. The star. Gosh, that's pretty. The moon. The sun. Fairly traditional Judgment, although they're not, they look more like the angel is calling other angels. I like that concept. They could be people. I guess it all depends on how you look at it. And the world. Looks like they have superimposed the suit images onto whatever etching or piece of art they used as the basis. And I kind of like that. Oh, I love that in a hammock. I used to swing in a hammock when I was a kid. Well, that's interesting because the 5 swords actually make up a pentagram that's reversed. Wow, I'm not correct. That's very interesting. Six of Swords. With this little white book, I don't think we're going to get attributions to what art it is. No. Because all this art would be in the public domain. It's kind of a shame because I'd really love to know where some of these came from. That's interesting because she's actually sleeping. She's not awake. She's not fretting. She's not letting those knives get to her, those swords get to her. Oh. I like that there's somebody else in there coming up to find him. Then we have the Page. The Knight. It's a fabulous Knight of Swords. The Queen. And the King. Looking in the same direction. Fascinating. That's just fabulous. I love it. Very traditional wedding scene there. I really like this because I do like to think of the Five of Wands not so much as a real battle, but more like a practice battle or a playground conflict or something like that. Not as serious as real war, all-out war. And I love that that's a woman. Oh boy, he looks like maybe some sort of soldier. Doesn't he look like he's a little bit full of himself? Oh, I love her. Oh, isn't she fabulous? She didn't really go with him. Coins. Yep, I do love it when they're coins. I think since we have coins, I might put Justice at 8. Even though they're clearly Rider-Waite-Smith meanings. great 5 of coins. Oh, really great 6 of coins. She has a very haughty expression. She's deigning to give him something. That always adds an interesting twist to a reading when you've got someone that's a bit haughty about their gift giving. Nine of coins is always one of my favorites. She's lovely. And you sort of still have you can sort of still see the coins arranged in the Tree of Life position. He's kind of tired of practicing, isn't he? He's appreciating his money. What a lovely 6 of Cups. There's a little house back here that I imagine that's the house he's left. You know, our friend on the Rider-Waite-Smith card looks a bit full of himself, and this guy looks a bit full of himself too. Come apart. That's this very matte cardstock. It doesn't slip and slide very easily, and sometimes it's hard to pull the cards apart. Oh, and the King of Cups. All right, let's have a shuffle. It's a tiny bit bowed this way. It's big. Many people would not be able to riffle shuffle this one this way, but it does shuffle nicely. Wow. Let's try a corner shuffle. Yeah, that's the way to go. Although I can't do a bridge that way. It's really, yeah. Yep. It was about $62, I think. And worth every penny. I am absolutely in love with it. And look, Temperance is right here on the top. So I just thought I'd show that very quickly so that if any of you were considering getting this from Russia, I think it's worth the money. I think it's lovely so far. We'll see how it reads. I'll give it a try next week. We'll see if it gets dirty. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely, lovely day.